Shalom. First and foremost, like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And I say Shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a recent news article as of January 29th, meant to say Salakia, 2023. And this is a news article from RT.com, business news, alternative news around the world. Salakia. And it reads, America warns of a financial catastrophic. The country faces a recession if it defaults on its debt, the Treasury Secretary has said. And it says the U.S. Treasury Janet Yellen on Saturday warned of dire consequences the country may face if it doesn't hike its statutory debt ceiling in the coming months. According to the senior official, the U.S. could default on its debt by summer, which could lead to a financial crisis. And it says, and keep this in mind too, I believe early in the year, January, I believe it was from, I'll say December, at the end of December of last year, all into early January of this year in 2023, economics expertise, they was warning of a possible recession. Now you got this latest story right here coming from the U.S. Treasury. This summer could possibly a debt ceiling could lead to a financial crisis. This is potential. According to the report, it says, I'm reading it again. It says the U.S. Secretary Janet Yellen on Saturday. Janet Yellen, if I pronounce that name right, on Saturday warned of a dire consequences the country may be facing if it doesn't hike its statutory debt ceiling in the coming months. According to the senior official, the U.S. could default on its debt ceiling by summer, which could lead to a financial crisis. It makes me nervous. It would be a devastating and catastrophic, Yellen told the AXIOS news outlet, adding that we'll have a financial crisis and I believe we will have a recession in the United States. And it says spending would have to decline to match a tax revenue, Yellen said, which will strip the government of the ability to support the economy with stimulus. Furthermore, psychologists' consequences like people fearing to spend money could then further impact spending and deepening a recession. She noted that a full-blown U.S. debt default will also send ripple effects across the global economy. Americans will face a high borrowing cost, higher interest rates as well too. It says it will cause a good deal of turmoil global as well, Yen said. And it says the secretary begins to raise the alarm on potential U.S. debt default early this month, notifying a U.S. Congress that the Treasury has started to invoke emergency measures to prevent the country from reaching the national debt ceiling, now set at $31.4 trillion. The measures largely involve temporary spending payments that are not immediately necessary to keep the government running. You'll note at a time, however, that the measures only go far as to give the Congress time to negotiate and pass a debt limit hike. Well, we'll see, because you got this new House Congress. I mean, you got the new House Speaker as a Republican, so we don't know how that's gonna work out. Because you still got the division between the people that's liberal and conservative. So we'll see if that works out. And it says most likely until early June, without the height default will be imminent, she said. It says the president and the leadership of Congress are responsible to find a way to get the debt ceiling raised, she told AXIO. AXIOS. The debt ceiling, which first enacted by the Congress in 1917, preventing the U.S. Treasury from using new government bonds to fund government operations after the debt ceiling is reached, exceeding the limit, mean that the federal government ability to make routine budget payments, including paying for various social expenditures, is at risk. Moreover, the government ability to pay debt and interest and obligations are already occurred and could be serious underlying. So we'll see what happened within the next couple of months. This debt ceiling could be in default. And like I mentioned again, you got the House, the Senate and the Congress. The Senate and the House, they both divided between one another. People on the left-hand side and people on the right-hand side, the liberals and the conservatives. They still got that division between one another. And now you have, the new House Speaker, which he's a Republican, and a lot of times he really don't get along with his own party. And he definitely don't get along much times with the liberals as well too. And he a conservative. So we'll see how that works out, as this latest news come out, as the U.S. Treasury Secretary, she made an announcement of a potential America's warned of a financial catastrophe as the country face a recession if it defaults on its debt. The Treasury Secretary has said, that could lead to a recession, a deep, serious financial crisis, and a deep economic recession. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of months, So, this is definitely a heads up warning to that, So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying of the news article that I read, and adding a couple of notes to it along with it as of January 29th, 2023. And for RT.com business news, alternative news around the world. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akarkadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Hakim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom.